Greetings, everyone. Karen Vaughn from 106.7 WTLC. I am hanging out with the one and only Coco Jones. Today is a big day. She just dropped her tour. I'm excited. She's excited. We're excited. And I'm excited that I get to chat with you today. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm doing great. So I was on social earlier and I saw that you dropped the tour today. Why Not More tour? The closest is coming to Indy is Columbus and Chicago. So I'm like, we can go see you twice. So it's a big
Yes.
day. How are you feeling?
I'm really, really satisfied with just having time to prep. I think that's
Mhm.
always been something that I admire so much about like a normal life is I feel like you can like know what your life is going to look like. And I feel like on the music side, sometimes things just pivot and change so much that I can't even tell folks where I'm going to be tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I really wanted with this rollout to be able to have time to create, time to, alert people that I'm going on the road, time to just be, and let things settle and think about things. So I feel like this has been, it took longer for me to put my album out and, to announce all of these things, but I feel like I had more time than I've ever actually had to really sit with things and process them and be happy with everything that's coming out.
Yeah. It's been a whirlwind for you the last couple of years, right? And for you to be able to take that time for yourself and have that pause moment and then build to where we are now. Like we're just hearing about it, but you've been working on both the album and the tour for a long time. So it's great to see you just lounging on the couch the way you are in peace, right? And feeling still, and that this is your time. And just listening to your latest single, Taste, love the sample of the Britney Spears, just loved everything you're doing. The video is super sexy. What
Thank you.
inspired Taste?
Well, really, it was just this experimenting that I have allowed myself to do with this album. I think with my EP, I wanted to make a lot of people happy, everyone, honestly. And so I did a lot of what I think people expect of me and want from me. And at the time, that was fine. But with my album, I really felt like, dang, I have these other influences. Like I didn't just grow up singing only R&B music. I was signed before. I did a whole pop project before. Like I like music from other worlds. So am I really going to do that same thing again of feeling like let me just make sure everybody's happy? No. So I just wanted to be able to experiment, and that's kind of how Taste came along, and a lot of the songs on this album actually.
Mm, no, that's awesome. That's
Hmm.
awesome. Doing what you want to do.
Absolutely. Doing what feels
Yeah.
authentic to me, I think, is the through line. And that's kind of the sentiment of the name of the album, too. Why Not More? I feel like
Mhm.
we don't have the answers to where we need to be at the end of this whole thing. But what can get us there is being authentic and going with that gut feeling. So why not lean into that and why not jump?
Yeah, yeah. Jump and keep jumping
Hmm.
every time. We also see you on Bel-Air, playing Hillary. How do you balance music and acting? And what have been the most challenges for you and rewards?
I balance it because whatever is the most time sensitive, just we'll figure it out. There's only 24 hours in the day, but if something really has to be done, you're sacrificing sleep. Most of the time, though, filming is very strict and rigid schedule, and music is kind of like water. So it kind of just flow
Mm.
around whatever has to be filmed. Um, so yeah, that's kind of how I balance it all.
Yeah. Um, I love that you take that perspective that music is sort of like that creative flow, water, and then, you know, a taping schedule is very, very rigid, um, which has led to you being able to walk through the doors that you have walked through. And the doors I'm talking about is what you said earlier, that everything was moving at such a fast pace and having the time to real settle into what you want to do and how you want to do it. When we are thinking about our listeners or those that are viewing or those young people that want more, want to do more, want to be more, what are some words of encouragement that you can share with them from your journey to help lift them to wanting to do more and doing it their way?
Well, I feel like you have to keep in perspective that time is, once it's gone, it's gone. And if you can live with, not pursuing those things, and maybe they're just not that important to you, be honest with yourself. But if you
Yeah.
feel like you're going to look back and regret all of that time, then love yourself and sacrifice and discipline yourself enough to pursue these things without any guarantee of payoff. It's going to suck pursuing these things and starting from ground zero. It's never enjoyable, it's never fun, it's never beautiful, it's humbling. But if you can live with yourself without pursuing it, then it just ain't that important to you. But if you can't live with yourself and live with those choices, then don't make yourself.
Yeah. Just that simple. So when you were younger, coming up in the business, what artists influenced you growing up, and who are you listening now?
When I was younger, I had a bunch of different influences. The music that my mom made me listen to for auditions and, things like that, performances. That was what she would choose because, I was a kid. My dad, he would play super old R&B hip hop because he assumed he was a DJ. And so he just had all of this knowledge to give me about rap culture. And of course, I do appreciate it now. But as a kid, I was like, sir, what? And then the stuff that I liked as a young girl, and I was on the Disney Channel, so I was heavily
Hmm.
influenced by pop music. I was heavily influenced by people that had started on the channel and then went mainstream: Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato. So I wanted to watch their paths to see how they even got from point A to point B. And of course, then I got into Destiny's Child and Aaliyah and all of those things that were also my culture and that time. And then I got into modern R&B, SZA and Party Next Door and like, those type of vibey songs. So it was so many different things.
What are you passionate about outside of music and acting?
Therapy. I love mental health. I love growing as a person in every way,
Mhm.
especially emotionally. I love journaling and being by myself to process things. I really, really enjoy, learning about myself.
Yeah, I love that. I actually I host a podcast. It's called Exhale: A Black Women's Guide to a Better You, and we've talked about everything from your first therapy session to avoiding burnout, to be able to create your joy list for the new year, because we have to look towards things because life is just so heavy, right? So when we think of a joy list, what are like a few things that would be on your joy list on 2025?
I would say breaking some charts with my new album. Finishing the tour is always such a rewarding feeling. Going on
Yeah.
some sort of vacation because I will clock out at some point this year. And I think growing my personal relationships, taking those,
Mm,
leaps on that side too, and strengthening those they're important to me.
awesome. I love that. So Coco, what do you do on your day off?
It depends on how tired I am. Because on a
Okay.
day off where I've just been booked.com, I'm just in the bed. I do not move from the bed, do not call this phone. All I'm doing is watching TV shows, and I probably already watched them before, but I just want that guaranteed LOL payoff. And I'm
Yeah.
ordering ramen. I'm ordering my favorite food, and I ain't moving.
I love it. I love it. Well, I hope you have a little bit of that before you go on tour. Why
Thank
Not
you.
More tour drop today. Check out socials right now at Coco Jones. Also, the album dropping on April 25th. Correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, it's gonna be a nice Easter for you, Coco.
Girl, what? It's going up this summer. Coco Jones,
Yes.
summer.
I love it. I love it. And before I let you go, we play this game. It's called 5 and 25. So I ask you 5 questions and you have 25 seconds to answer.
Okay.
The game?
Answer all five of them in 25 seconds.
Yes.
Okay, period. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. What is your go to song to sing in the shower?
Love Keisha Cole.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
Corbin Blue on High School Musical.
Okay. What is your must have item in your purse?
Chapstick, please.
How many children do the Banks have on Bel Air?
Four, three, four, including Will.
Right. And what was your first job?
My first job, background actress.
See, there you go. You did it. 25
Period.
seconds.
Thank you, Karen. That was fun.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, you're welcome. I would love to chat with you whenever you are close in Indianapolis or again on StreamYard. Had a great time chatting with you. I know today is a big day. So thank you for taking time to chatting with me just a bit and just love you, love your energy. I saw you in Cincy last summer with my girls,
Hmm.
and
Period.
you did like a 45-minute set. And the whole time we're like, oh, this is a vibe. Coco did her thing. So can't wait to see you on tour.
Thank you so much, Karen. Appreciate you having me and thank you for the support.
No problem. Much love.
All righty. Bye.
Bye.